Doomsday cast revealed: Chris Hemsworth, Shannon Tatum, Florence Pugh, Anthony Mackie, and more. The Avengers have assembled once again. Marvel slowly being an understatement, revealed the full cast of Avengers Doomsday in a livestream that began Wednesday morning. Among the returning cast members are Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, who debuted as Captain America in last month's Brave New World, his co-star Downey as Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon, Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, Paul Rudd as Scott Lang / Ant-Man, Tom Hiddleston as Loki, Letitia White as Shuri, who took over the Black Panther mantle in Wakanda Forever, and her co-star Wilson Duke as M'Baku. As previously announced, Robert Downey Jr. will also be back as the villain Dr. Doom instead of Iron Man. The biggest surprises were several returning X-Men stars for Avengers Doomsday. The mutant cast includes Patrick Stewart, whose Professor Charles Xavier was killed off both in Logan and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but appears to be back. Ian McKellen, who was last seen as Magneto in X-Men Days of Futures Past, Kelsey Grammer as Beast, who made a cameo in the post-credits scene of The Marvels, Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler from X2, James Marsden as Cyclops, Shannon Tatum, who's going to make a name for himself, who played Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, Rebecca Romijn, I don't know how you pronounce the last name, so I do apologise, who originated the shape-shifting role of Mystique before Jennifer Lawrence took over in the X-Men prequels. Some recent Marvel newcomers are also being introduced to the Avengers Assemble. They include Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, Vanessa Kirby as the Invisible Woman, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch, and Ebon Moss as the Finn from this summer's Fantastic Four First Steps. Thunderbolt stars Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Wyatt Russell as US Agent, Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, Lewis Pullman as the Mysterious Bob, Slim Yu as Shang-Chi, and I don't know how you pronounce his other name as well, who played the underwater antagonist Namor in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's been 6 years since the Avengers team got together on screen when they defeated Thanos Josh Brolin in 2019's Endgame. That film said goodbye to Downey's Iron Man, Chris Evans' Captain America, and Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. In the years since, the MCU has introduced characters like Shang-Chi, Wright's Black Panther, and the Eternals. However, Iron Man's death turned out not to be the last fans will see of Downey in the MCU. In July of last year, the actor revealed at San Diego Comic-Con that he will portray the villainous Victor Von Doom / Dr. Doom in the upcoming Avengers film New Mask, Same Task, he told the crowd. I know some people are still 50-50 on that casting decision. Not because Robert Downey Jr. is a bad actor, not at all. It's just because, Robert Downey Jr. has been a huge part of the MCU over the years as Iron Man, because he pretty much kickstarted the MCU up until Endgame, where he was killed off. In the know, such as you and I, who are reading this news or we're watching podcasts about the MCU or whatever it may be, we know that, okay, this isn't Iron Man. This is Robert Downey Jr. playing a different character, aka Dr. Doom. But then for the casual fan, they'll be like, they will see Avengers Doomsday, and they'll be like, well, wait a minute, why is Iron Man a bad guy all of a sudden? Plus, didn't he die in Avengers Endgame? So there's a bit of confusion for some people when it comes to the casting decision of Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom. Why not go for a different actor who has not appeared in the MCU before? I get it, completely get it. I'm holding out any judgment until I actually see the film. Jr. will do a great job, and we'll try to do his best to make sure that people separate Iron Man from Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom. Joe and Anthony Russo are also making a return to Marvel after directing Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, and the last two Avengers to helm Doomsday. On the horizon, Marvel is releasing Thunderbolts on the 2nd of May, which is pretty much being spoiled now for the most part because a lot of the cast members from Thunderbolts have been announced for Doomsday, as I read above. To kind of eliminate now any potential stakes that the movie might have had, or might have I should say. But nonetheless, I think it should be a really fun film. It looks great from what I've seen in the trailers, but it does kind of spoil the movie a bit, knowing that, you know, before the movie comes out, we know who's surviving. So both Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four will be out this summer, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing both those movies. As it says here, right now the plan is for Avengers Doomsday to be released on the 1st of May 2026. First, Marvel, please don't ever do a live stream like that again, where it went like 5.5 hours at a very, very slow pace. Like, you're basically just staring at chairs for like 5.5 hours. If that's what you like, fair enough, that's each to their own. But like, for most people, you're like, I cancelled plans for this? Really? Like, are you being serious right now? Are you actually taking the piss? So a lot of people, as you would expect, were not happy about this. Nothing to do with the announcement itself, although some names were kind of like underwhelming in a sense because we kind of knew who was coming back, and in terms of actors who are already in the MCU, we kind of knew who already's coming back in the first place. So it kind of felt like, okay, yeah, we knew that, you know, bring us something new. Tell us someone who we don't know is going to be a part of this movie. And eventually we got that with the X-Men casting, which I think was the highlight of the entire stream, in my opinion. You're telling me we got Professor X, Charles Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, coming back, and we got Ian McKellen coming back as Magneto, both men who have shared the screen together in the previous X-Men movies, the early 2000 X-Men movies. You're telling me we get to see them on screen again one more time? Hell yeah, I'm in. You know, take my money sort of thing. And we also get to see Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston as for a Loki once again in the MCU. That's like, okay, brilliant. You know, that's going to be heart-wrenching. And we know whenever those two are on screen together, this is going to be magic. No pun intended. And Marvel has confirmed that they're not even done when it comes to the casting announcements. There's going to be more casting announcements further down the line in terms of this movie, Avengers Doomsday. So we're looking at a lot of characters. Like, we've already got like apparently 27 characters announced. Hope for a Hugh Jackman Wolverine appearance, a Ryan Reynolds appearance as Deadpool, all 3 Spider-Man on screen together, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, like they did in Spider-Man No Way Home. But I hope that they keep Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as a secret, as they did with Spider-Man No Way Home. So we all kind of knew they were going to be in the movie, but nonetheless they were kept a secret for the most part, as much as possible. So it's going to be interesting to see how Marvel manages to have so many characters in the movie and how they get handled, who gets the most screen time, who gets just worthily moments, who gets really cool moments, which characters interact with which, you know, all that good stuff that us fans like to think about and speculate about. But with that being said, please let me know your feelings down below. What did you think of the announcement? Were there any names that surprised you? Were there any names that you were disappointed by? MCU. Who do you hope will appear in Avengers Doomsday that has not yet been announced? Are you hoping for more X-Men? Are you hoping for... Who do you not want to see show up in Avengers Doomsday or Secret Wars? Minus the chairs from the live stream. We don't talk about that. We leave them out of the conversation. But with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye for now.